If Apple made a mini studio display, this would be it. So I wanted to take a more casual approach to today's video and talk about a recent tech purchase that I made that I feel like is worth every penny despite its premium price tag. So recently I made a video that's going up in about a month. It was my official 2026 travel desk setup video, and that was the first time I unboxed this portable display right here. Let me just tell you guys, since then, I've been almost using this every single day. Most likely, when I use this portable display, it's gonna be at my parents' house, at a hotel, or when I'm just traveling in general. And that's the point of that video, which you guys will see in about a month. But due to sponsorship obligations, I can't upload it just yet. So I wanted to make a dedicated video on this portable display right here. So just letting you guys know, this video is not sponsored. I'm just doing this video because I love this product a lot. I actually reached out to the company that made this portable display to see if they would send one out to me, but they never got back to me. So this is a product that I've been keeping my eye out on ever since I saw it. Shout out to Edward Lee. I saw his video and I was like, wow, that monitor looks beautiful. When I first saw the price of their top of the line Flip Action Elite 16-inch portable display, it was like $800. And I told myself, absolutely not. So I put it off for a while. I kept thinking about it, and turns out they actually have 14-inch variations, and that's what I use. I use a 14-inch laptop. This is the 2025 ROG Zephyrus G14, and the performance, the reliability is not 100%, but performance-wise and the aesthetics of this device right here is top notch. I love this laptop. 3K 120 Hz refresh rate OLED monitor. It could be a little bit brighter. Tops out at 400 nits brightness, but I'm not here to talk about the laptop, but I wanted something that would match with my laptop. So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about a premium endgame portable display. So if you're looking for budget-friendly options, I have some links down below in the description. So today we're gonna be talking about the Sotsu Flip Action Touch 14-inch portable display. This came out to be $399. I know before you guys comment anything, I was actually personally on the fence of buying this display right here. So they actually have a Flip Action Pro version that starts at $299. I think that's the cheapest option that they have. You know, to have that touchscreen feature, you gotta pay an extra $100. I feel like personally, it was worth it, especially because I draw out thumbnail concepts and I like to do some art on the side, but just keep in mind, this is not gonna be as good as an iPad would be. And this, I feel like, was made to cater towards MacBook users when MacBook users could just get an iPad as a portable display, as a secondary display. Anyways, let me set this aside real quick. In the video that you guys will see in about a month from now, my travel desk setup video, I did an unboxing of this monitor for the very first time. The box itself is not very premium. It's just cardboard. But what I will say is that the case or the travel sleeve that it comes with is actually really nice, and it can double up as a mouse pad. I personally will not be bringing a mouse pad on my travels anymore because this portable display comes with technically a mouse pad. Other than that, there's like some paperwork and also one display cable. It's just a USB-C to USB-C. Let me actually zoom in a little bit so you guys can see like the small details. I'll have some B-roll put up on the screen as well. So the specific version that I bought came out to be $399. This is in the metallic gray colorway. They have two different colors. They have lilac luxe, and they have metallic gray. And this matches more, you know, alongside my laptop. So I decided to go with this version. But this is how it comes in the box. This is the monitor itself. Comes with the stand that magnetically attaches to the display on the back side. This is the monitor right here. It looks really nice. It's not OLED or anything like that. Let me actually go over the specs. It's a 1920 by 1080, 16 by 9 aspect ratio resolution monitor. I got all that scrambled, but the brightness goes up to only around 400 nits, which is about the same as my laptop right here. Wish it got brighter for the price point. Contrast ratio 1500 to 1. Color gamut is 100% sRGB. Unfortunately, the refresh rate on this thing is 60 hertz, but like I said, this is catered towards MacBook users. I guess if you're a MacBook Pro user, you probably want 120 hertz. The power consumption is 4 watts max. So the monitor itself is 675 grams. And that's not including the base right here. This is the base stand. Base stand itself is 320 grams. You can actually use the monitor just like this, just by propping it down on the table. But I feel like it's a little too low, unless you want to use it as like a touchscreen. So right here you have your HDMI controls, this little circle panel thing right here. You can use it for controls. We have a mini HDMI port, and we also have another power in port. So this right here, you can use the main port to attach to your laptop, to connect to your laptop, and then you can charge using USB-C. But unfortunately, my laptop right here uses a proprietary power source, power cable. So it's gonna be a little different. I gotta still connect 2 cables at least. But anyways, we've got the power base right here, or the base stand of this monitor. It can go up to 90 degrees, as you guys can see. It's not actually a USB-C input. I don't see anything. It's just an empty hole. There's no other port like into here, so you can't really connect anything else. But yeah, other than that, we just connect the base stand like this, and there's your monitor. This is what it looks like. You can angle it however you want. One thing I do really like about this is the fact that you can turn it into a vertical monitor, but also you can get it even higher. So that way you can just set your monitor to different orientations. So we can have the laptop in front, the monitor up top, or you can have it on the side, just like so, like just as a vertical monitor on the side, like this. Or you can just have a side-by-side monitor layout. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I personally have been enjoying the experience with this monitor right here. I know a lot of people are gonna roast me. They're gonna say it's a waste of money just because it doesn't have higher refresh rate, doesn't have higher brightness capability, and also the fact that it's not even 4K, or at least 2K or 3K, because my laptop is a 3K 120 hertz refresh rate monitor. There is a note that says limited touch functionality with Apple devices. Thankfully, I'm a Windows laptop user, so I get the entire 10 touch functionality. So yeah, it's very premium, as you guys can see. The entire body of this portable monitor is aluminum, and it just looks great. I'm a huge sucker for aesthetics, especially aesthetics that match with my beautiful laptop right here. I'm sorry guys, I'm just a G14 glazer. That's what I am at the end of the day. I've made so many G14 videos at this point. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a part of my travel desk setup, and you guys will see that in about a month from now. I've mentioned that before. Been very happy with this monitor right here. I will definitely make an update video in about a few months after I use this more often, tell you guys if there's any pros or if there's any like drawbacks from this monitor right here. I see people actually gaming. You see some examples of people playing games by like sharing gameplay from a phone, from a mobile phone, connecting to this, which I think is really cool. It's also compatible with a Microsoft MPP 2.0 protocol stylus pen. I wonder if it also works with the Asus pen. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I just wanted to make like a dedicated video and more of a casual video on this. Personally, Reliability and performance is the most important aspects when it comes to what I look for when I buy like new tech products, but also aesthetics come into play once those things are checked off. And it's been reliable. I like it. I might get a screen protector for this. I don't know if they sell screen protectors for these. That would be a great product. I mean, why don't they just make a screen protector for this? But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this where I just sit down and yap and talk about a new product that I'm excited about. But thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time. By the way, the links to this monitor will be down below if you guys want to check it out. Not sponsored, just love this thing. So yeah, anyways, peace.